Mouse, are you ready for Disney? Yes, Disneyland. Are you ready for the stock? Let's get to it. Let's take you back to Barry at Financial Guru. Yes, Disney. Is Disney the stock for you? What is happening with Disney? It's been going down, 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 down. Disney continues to crash and no end in sight. Are we going to see some positivity in Disney? Well, this is a stock I formerly owned. I don't own now because even though I love Disney, in terms of the company, it's a shambles, absolutely disgraceful in terms of what it's been doing. And I don't know if I can see the profitability into the future as I see in other stocks, even though I really love the company. They need to really start growing, and they really have struggled. Obviously, this is a stock that has lost its dividend, and even though there's talk about it, it's supposed to be returning, and it's yet to re-eventualize. They really need to start doing something, Disney, and they really do. They need to get this growth story. Well, the growth story, they haven't grown for quite a long time. They really need to find ways, because it's such a big company. That's the thing. I think people don't realize this company is quite big. It might not be like Apple and Amazon and those type of companies big, but it's still a very big company. And with the mixture of some things not making things go and some other things growing, and they really got to figure out a way to get to go. So obviously they got their Disney Plus. They need to continue to get their profitability. That's obviously one thing Disney need to do. And obviously it was running at a loss, but they're starting to try and look at get profitability there. Their parks have always been there and abouts, but can they really push? The cinema side is always there as well, but it's not a big growing machine there, you know what I mean? They really, and also this is something else I've noticed with Disney lately. They're not really creating a lot of new stuff. There's a few new things, but a lot of it's all remake stuff, like The Lion King. All the stuff has just been getting remade. I think they really need to start thinking about other stuff and going, hey, we need to create new stuff for new people in this current day and age. I think this is where Disney needs to start being creative and try and make some more. They've had some good things happen. Sneakerella was a pretty good movie out there, if you haven't seen it. So there is some good movies out there that they have made. They just need to looking at ways to improve the business there. But yes, the growth story, the Disney growth story. This is another one that could easily have a car. Yes, a Disney car. I'm telling you now, if you start selling a Mickey Mouse car, Donald Duck, all these sort of things, shaped like Donald Duck, literally like Donald Duck, people would buy them. Minnie Mouse, you look at a Minnie Mouse, this pink coloured car. I mean, there are so many things they could do here. I mean, some people go, you're crazy, we're going to have that. It might be a fad. Well, it might be a short fad, but I'll tell you what, they don't have to just sell just something like Mickey Mouse, but they can just have a little bit of, the Mickey Mouse colour in there, the Minnie Mouse pink colours. I mean, there's so much stuff they could do in that space. And people would buy it, I'm telling you now. People would buy it. So that's a space that Disney maybe should look into. The cruise lines, what's happening with the Disney cruise lines? Obviously that has been a disappointing thing for all the cruise ship lines here, but is that something that's going to get a bit more profitable for them? So the cruise lines are there for Disney is another option. As you can see, I'm starting to clutch a bit of straws here with Disney. And what's actually going to improve this company? Disney, they're a big company, and Bob Iger is expected to really be a company. He can grow this company. Well, he's really got to show it in the numbers, because at the moment it's really not there. And it's been a long time since Disney has really looked like a growth company at all. Disney you want to see more and more value coming to you as the investor, and at the moment you just can't really see it. It's just all downhill, all downship sailing sort of stuff. Doesn't mean it's not an interesting chance to maybe buy at the moment, because it's getting down to very low levels, Disney. because it could still want it to be lower in my opinion if I really want to say I want to load the boat on this company. Obviously, the dividend, if they bring that back, I think you will see a 10-20% increase just there. Because a lot of people were in Disney just for that dividend. So that's something that could happen with the stock and might be a reason for it to go up. But yeah, they need to get the growth story happening. They really do this growth story. That's the same with any stock that wants to really go to the moon. If Disney want to grow their company, that's what they need to do. Otherwise, they'll continue to just stagnate and continue like they have for the last 10 years, which they really did stagnate. Even though they had a little bit of good profitability with the subscribers base, which I think will improve, will in the future be good for them in terms of just generating money. But the big thing with this stuff, they have to keep producing content, you know. I mean, you have the old content, yes, but some people could watch that content in a few weeks, literally. Like, I mean, honestly, like with the Netflix, for example, for me, I could watch just about, well, not everything. I probably only watched 10% of it, but all the stuff I wanted to watch, would have watched it all very quickly. Boom, finished. And what's next? And it's not next. Cancel your Netflix, out the door. That's the thing that's happening with these companies. That yes, it's good, but can you hold the customer? That's the hardest thing to do, is to keep holding the customer, and that means you have to keep producing content. And it's a lot of money to produce some of these big budget ones. That's the thing. If they get a smaller budget, then it's more profitable. But when you have to pay these big budgets to get these big movies going, that's where the money can decline. So that's just something with the streaming service, even though they can keep getting their money coming in, but you got to be able to keep the audience. And that's the biggest dilemma for all the companies in the streaming spaces. Can they keep the audience, keep them engaged, keep producing new content that people want and want to stick around, because every dollar counts. So for me, yeah, that Disney can improve there. The parks, now, they haven't really developed any parks for a long time. Now, is Australia where they need to do a park? I honestly think they should. I think Australia is a place they could have a park. It's a big enough thing for people to come and travel. And there's nothing in down this side of the world, so I think this is a chance for them to get into the Australia base. I mean, they got the cruise line coming here. Why not have Disneyland in Sydney? It makes sense. Sydney or the Gold Coast, if you want to go to the Gold Coast, have it there. But there should be a Disneyland in Australia. I think that's somewhere they should look at investing into, and maybe going to a few other countries around the world in Europe and stuff. Just get a bit more Disneyland around the world. There's a potential thing for people out there. But anyway, that is enough for me about Disney. Thank you very much for joining me. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back with another video shortly.